we all know that Earth is in the spherical shape. So let us imagine one sphere. Okay. On that, let it will be the geographical north and this is the geographical south. Okay. Now imagine infinity number of circles drawn from the NG to SG. These imaginary circles are called as longitudes. Okay. All these circles have one common diameter which is passing through the NG and SG. Na? This is the common diameter for the all the imaginary circles. So this line joining of NG and XG is called as geographic axis of rotation. So based on this axis, the earth is always rotates. Understand? And on the surface, there is one great circle which is exactly divide the earth into two equal halves. Otherwise, all points on this great circle which are at equidistance from the both NG and SG. This one is called as geographic equator. Okay. Now, if you cut this any circle, then the portion which contains, for suppose it is one of the circle, this circle. Okay, this circle is like this. This circle contains geographic axis of rotation. Okay, and which can be taken in plane, then this plane is named as geographic meridian. So what is geographic meridian? It is a plane which contains the geographic axis of rotation. Understand? Now, we all know that Earth is a huge magnet and that magnet has two poles now, that is Nm and Sm. They didn't coincide with the Ng and Sg. Okay? See here on the surface of the earth, this is Ng and Sg. Now, Earth is, we said it is a huge magnet, but this magnetic poles does not coincide with the Ng and Sg. Okay, they are making certain angle. So this is called geographic axis of rotation. Understand now? Now let this pole is named as magnetic north pole and this pole is named as magnetic south pole. Okay, because earth is considered as a huge bar magnet, it has two poles Nm and Sm. Now let us draw again some imaginary circles drawn from the Nm to Sm. Like this. Okay, and there is one diameter which is common for the all the circles and this is the line joining of Nm and Sm. Now this axis is called as magnetic axis of rotation. This is geographic axis of rotation. Now, this is magnetic axis of rotation. Understand? So here the magnetic axis and geographic axis makes certain angle. That angle value is 11.3 degree. Okay, and it is also contains a great circle, which is all the points on the circle are at equal distances from the NM and SM, and it is named as magnetic equator. It is named as magnetic equator, and this is named as geographic equator, and this is named as the magnetic equator. And each of these circles having axis of rotation can be drawn in a plane. So one of this circle I took, and which consisting of magnetic axis of rotation. Okay, this plane is named as magnetic meridian plane. Are you understand? So here, if you take a bar magnet, now that bar magnet is placed on the surface of the earth, then it always shows NM and SM. Or understand? It does not show the NG and SG. A freely suspended bar magnet always shows the NM and SM directions. Is it clear? Now, where these NM and SM are located on the surface of the earth. So in 2005, the position of the NM is at a distance of 810 kilometers from NG, okay, and is located at the Arctic Ocean in northern Canada. In 2005, where the NM is located at a distance of 810 kilometers from the NG, which is located at the Arctic Ocean in the northern Canada. And what about the SM? Magnetic South Pole. This magnetic South Pole is located at a distance of 2826 kilometers from SG. Okay, and this is located in the South Victoria in southern hemisphere. Okay, sir, why you specified about in particularly 2005, sir? Because the positions of NM and SM are continuously changes. They are moved. Okay, so why they are moved? Because of, we said previously, inside the earth core it has molten liquids. Those molten liquids, whenever they are in motion, okay, they are changes their positions. Okay, in earlier 20th century, in earlier 20th century, per year, these are moved a distance of 9 kilometers. NM and SM are moved like this at a distance of 9 kilometers per year. But in the recent years, due to the very high temperature inside the earth, now they are moved at a, they have been moved a distance of 41 kilometers per year. I understand? In recent years, they have been moved a distance of 41 kilometers, previously 9 kilometers per year. That means these NM and SM positions are continuously changes. So after few years, maybe this Sm will be coming here, Nm will be coming here. So they interchange the poles. But Nc and Sc does not changes. Only Nm and Sm are interchange their position. So when it happens, sir, it takes million of years. Okay. So this is about some important wording on definitions which are used in the earth magnetism. Geographical axis of rotation, geographical equator, geographic meridian, magnetic equator, magnetic axis of rotation, and magnetic meridian points. Okay, let us see all these definition in wording. So the first one, geographic axis of rotation. This is the line passing through the geographical north and south poles of the earth. And the second one, magnetic axis of rotation. This line is passing through the earth magnetic north pole and south poles. And geographic equator, the great circle on surface of earth whose all points are at equal distances from the geographical poles. And the next one, very important, geographical meridian, any vertical plane, not only single one, anywhere you can take this plane. So any vertical plane that contains geographical axis of rotation of earth is known as geographical meridian. And magnetic meridian is the any vertical plane that contains the magnetic axis of rotation of the earth. This contains magnetic axis of rotation, then it is called as magnetic meridian. If it contains geographical axis of rotation, that is called as geographical meridian. Understand? Please note down all these definitions. And another important word in this earth magnetism, most of the students are little bit confusing about this small content. Keep in mind, the north magnetic pole Nm is behaves like south of the bar magnet inside the earth. Nm is behaves like south pole of bar magnet inside the earth. And the south magnetic pole Sm behaves like north pole of bar magnet inside the earth. Okay, so it's very clear. South pole behaves like north pole of bar magnet. That's why outside the bar magnet, the lines of forces are always from north to south. Na? That's why in this concept, north pole of bar magnet is nothing but south magnetic pole. Na? So all the lines of forces are starts from the south to north outside the magnet. Okay, so the lines of forces are like this. Outside the magnet, they come in this manner. So where it starts from out, where is there from outside Sm to Nm, inside Nm to Sm. Understand? So this is the magnetic axis of rotation. Basing on this magnetic axis of rotation around the earth, there is earth magnetic field. Now that earth magnetic field directions from outside Sm to Nm, inside Nm to Sm. Okay, directions are keep in mind. Understand? Thank you.